On a night where power, precision, and heart collided inside the same ring, two names echo throughout the arena: Sebastian El Trueno Juarez and Omar El Relámpago Juarez. Each with their own rhythm, their own story, and their own style of fighting, but all united by one purpose: to prove that boxing is more than just punches. It's discipline, intelligence, and sweet science. From the knockdown to the comeback, from the calculation to instinct, from raw strength to pure composure, this is the story behind the two men who own the night. Their mindset, their strategy, their legacy, because fights aren't just won with fists. They're won with heart, they're won with focus, and they're won with purpose. Because this special episode, the Night of the Juarez Brothers, is a journey into their mind, their will, and their instinct of the two fighters that are redefining what modern boxing truly means. Welcome to Hot Take with Mr. Aiche, Episode 1. Welcome, everybody, to the very first podcast of Hot Take with Mr. Aiche. And for my first podcast, I have the Juarez Brothers, Sebastian El Trueno Juarez. We got Omar Relámpago Juarez, and we got the promoter of the year, Rudy Juarez. So let's get right into it, guys. You're coming off your first round knockout, very controversial. Talk to us. We'll talk from the very beginning, the first round. You get excited, you get clipped. What's going through your mind?
First, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Sebastian Trueno Juarez, professional boxer out of Brownsville, Texas. And, I just finished coming off my 10th victory. And, I got caught in the first 20, 30 seconds of the first round. And, just something that happens in boxing, a little mistake that I did. I had to pay for it, but then I came back up, and I came out with a first-round knockout.
But what was going through your mind? You were real eager. What was it? The fan base? Was it being at home? What was it that got you real excited?
No, I think more than anything, it was just no matter if it was at home, no matter if it was my fan base was there or anything. It was just I just got a little too excited. It was the first 20 seconds of the first round. The dude threw a combination. He didn't hit me with nothing, but I kind of wanted to get him back just because he just threw, so I kind of wanted to get him back, and I got a little too eager, ran into something, and paid for it.
So what did he learn out of that?
Just the first round is always the most dangerous round of the fight. It's the most dangerous, and I just got to chill out a little bit, relax, and just the knockout will come.
Yeah, I feel kind of guilty because I know that I was the one that told you gave me a first round. I need a first round knockout. I'm going to hook you up. And I'm a man of my word. We already talked about what we're going to get you. So it's coming. It's already been ordered. It's shipped, and we'll come out with another episode or something, and we'll give it to you because you deserve it, man. You scared us for a minute. You had to be there, guys. If you weren't there, you missed out on an exciting fight.
Yeah, it was scary.
I've been to Canelo fights. I've been to Mayweather fights, and I've never seen anything like that. Even on TV, I haven't seen it, but to experience it live, you had to be there. People bug out on watching it from home, but you had to be there. It was just another level of electricity and emotions and everything. And I sat next to your mom, so that one was kind of like I had to suck it up and be strong for her because she was the one, just bawling, crying, and I had to calm her down. And when you started holding her, that's when I started, look, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's getting his point deducted, but he's getting his composure back. He's going to come back. Watch, he's going to come back. And sure enough, I thought you held him a couple times. You got 2 points deducted.
Yeah.
But I saw you got reset whenever you did a step back. When you step back, like, okay, he's back. So then when you step back forward, that's when you hit him with a 3-piece combo, and then you knocked him down.
Honestly,
actually, you hit him first, and then that's when you clipped him with a 3-piece and a soda.
But honestly, it wasn't even like I wasn't hurt like that where I wasn't able to throw. It's just he wasn't giving me the opportunity to throw. Every time we would back, like for example, when I got the first point took it away, or when I got up from the knockdown, he came at me swinging, and I mean I'm not gonna go at him swinging at the same time. I was able to throw the whole time. It's just he didn't give me the opportunity, and then when he did give me the opportunity, when he stepped back a little bit and he chilled out, That's when I knocked him. That's when I dropped him. So it wasn't even like I was that hurt to where I couldn't throw. It was just I didn't get the opportunity to, and then when I did, that's when I clipped him. So it was good though.
Now, Rudy, this question's for you. You as a father, experiencing and watching that as a coach and a father, what was going through your mind?
Bro, what was going through my mind is like it was an emotional roller coaster, man. It was like your whole world falling over your head, you know, and that drop, you know, everything flashes through your mind, all the hard work, all the years, and all the years of work and just seeing your son, man, somebody you would never think you would see going through that. I never thought I would see him go through that, but then when I saw him that he was holding, I was like, oh, he knows what he's doing. You know, he's trying to recuperate. Let's just hopefully he can recuperate. As soon as he recuperated, I knew he's gonna cause damage, because with Sebastian is he's dangerous when he's hurt. So it was hard to see, man. You know, it was hard to see, and then it was like, boom, the first knockdown. Oh, it's like, oh my God, man. Like, it was. I can't even. Like, I don't even want to go back there, man. Like that state of emotion was so crazy and so draining. It drained me, man. It drained me. I mean, even Omar saw me when right after everything happened. I went into the dressing room. He was getting ready, and I just sat down. I was like I couldn't believe what was going on. You know, in my mind, everything went through, man. I was like, oh man, you know, that's the worst thing you want when you're a boxer. But it's, you know, being dropped like that. But what he showed there, what he showed his promoters, and what he showed the people, you know, taking away whatever controversy people say or whatever the other fighters saying, what he did after he got up and how he finished the show, that is what shows what he's made of. Not, I'm telling about 5% of fighters would do that.
1% of fighters.
1% of fighters would do that, bro. I mean,
especially 20 years old coming on, brand new beginning of the career. They would have taken the lesson, taken it off, and that would have been it. They would have taken the loss, but you know, there was no quit, there was no bitch in Sebastian. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You know, that's what it was, and he showed a lot of heart. You can't teach heart. Either you have it or you don't. You want it or you don't. And he showed that he wasn't. He wanted it, and he wasn't gonna take a L. You know, that wasn't. He was mad at himself. He was mad at everybody, and it showed. The anger came out. The viciousness came out. The Juarez in him came out, and that was bad. That was an exciting fight. Now, Omar, you were fighting that day. Did you watch the fight?
Honestly,
live while it was happening.
Yeah, when it was live, because we had different times that we were fighting.
You was the co-main event. He was the third fight.
Yeah. So since the preliminaries were going on, I was actually resting in my room, so I was asleep. And I woke up to just seeing the decision. I see him winning, so I was like, "Oh, awesome! Like, let me go check out, see how the fight went." And I saw everything happen, and I was like, "You know what? Maybe that was a sign from God for me not to see this, for me to stay locked in." So like, mentally, emotionally, I was like, "You know what? It is what it is. This is what we sign up for. This is professional boxing." And at the end of the day, he showed really what he's made of by getting up and fighting back and just staying locked in, staying disciplined. So, you know, I'm proud of him, and I'm happy that he got that experience, because it's going to help him improve. It's going to help him grow as a fighter, and, you know, it's bigger things are coming for sure.
Most fighters like Canelo with Tank, you see them take the first couple rounds off. They kind of gauge their speed. They time their power, or they test their power, and then around 4, 5, 6, that's when they start picking up. I think that's a good strategy for them, especially you now that you have the knockout power, because you've been getting your knockout power. You've been getting it. You're
getting older.
Solid,
yeah.
You're getting older. You're getting your man body. You know, you're only gonna get stronger. You're gonna hit harder. So
yeah.
It'll come eventually, but obviously never depend on it. We saw Canelo's last fight. He depended on that one punch too much, and
it backfired.
It backfired on him big time.
Yeah.
But again, with Omar, staying on topic, did that affect your fight going forward after watching his fight?
No, it didn't. You gotta, like, you gotta block everything out. You gotta block all the noise. I was grateful that he was okay. You know, I checked up on him and everything, but after that, I I could feel the whole, like my dad was saying, I could feel the whole room energy shift. Like everybody was just in shock, and it is what it is. It's prize fighting. That's what we sign up for. And my main concern was just that he was okay. He was okay. He was good. You know, I've been knocked down as well. You know, it happens. It's professional boxing. People need to understand that it comes with the territory. A lot of the great fighters have been knocked down. It's just what you do after you get up. And I just mentally locked in, man. I was ready for my fight.
Awesome. Now walk us through the arena. Earlier I spoke that how you had to be there, but how was your feeling hearing all the audience roar?
It was crazy. It was crazy, honestly. When I walked in, you know, I'm not really thinking about it. All I can really say is whenever the entrance, the walk in into the ring, you can hear everybody and everything. But when you're fighting, only time I heard everything was the last knock when I knocked him out. Right when I knocked him out, I heard everybody get up. I heard everybody scream and everything. That's when I realized what just happened. And then right after that, I started processing everything. But during the fight, you don't really think about it. You don't really hear. You're just focused, tunnel vision to the fighter, your opponent. So, but it was crazy. Honestly, it was crazy seeing my brother fight and hearing everybody. That was different. I could hear everybody. I could see everybody. So that was a little bit different. But honestly, when you're fighting, you're just tunnel vision, zoned in. Yeah,
zoned in.
You don't really think about it.
Wow, that was wild, and I'm glad we're putting it on here.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy night. It was a emotional night. You know, I'm super proud of what he did.
Now, what do you have to say for those naysayers that talked about the referee questionable stoppage?
I mean, it's not my position to say what. You know, I'm not the referee. He believed that I was okay. He made the calls thinking that I was okay, and turns out he was right. I was good, and that's the most important thing. I mean, it would be different if he said, "Oh, he's okay," and then I would have gotten knocked out. Then I mean, but he thought I was okay. And
yeah, the referee was gonna get backlash either way.
That's what I'm saying.
If he stopped it too early. But if, like, let's say you did get knocked down again, then he'd be like, why did he let it continue?
Yeah.
But obviously you proved him right. Now I sat first row, so I sat right behind the referee.
Yeah.
So I got to speak to the referee, just kind of pick his brain. I love picking brains and wondering what's the thought process behind it. And he said that you showed intelligence by holding on and not getting hit.
Yeah.
And, you know, you use he got the deduction, but either way, like, he had to call the deduction.
Yeah.
So he counted on you twice, so it's not like he was doing you any favors.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't agree with those two deductions because it was only 2 holds and he gave me 2 points out. I didn't. That I was kind of. I even told him in the second one. I think I told him, bro, what did I do? I told him that. He didn't answer, but I was confused because I've never seen somebody hold twice and they get both hugs. They get points taken off. But again, I mean, he wasn't. I've never met him. I don't know much about him, so I'm not. He wasn't. There's no favoritism or nothing. I've never met him. I'm not signed with MVP. I'm with Box Lab, so there's no favoritism or nothing like that. So everybody that's saying anything else, again, I'm not the ref. I just fight, and I was okay, and I showed it.
Yeah, but he also said that you proved him right because you were able to come back and hit him and knock him down 3 times.
Yeah.
So he gave you, I guess, he saw the benefit of the doubt, and you took advantage and you got it back and you got it. Now, when Omar was fighting, his fighter was holding
that's what
for 8 rounds straight, and he didn't get no point deducted. So I mean,
that was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So
it's boxing. That's the beauty of boxing, or one of the bad things in boxing. But it's boxing. I mean, it's not like the first time that's happened. It won't be the last time.
Exactly.
That's something like that.
It depends on the ref, because like you could look at a fight like Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia.
So obviously, like that was
something like that. Something like that is exactly the same thing.
Now, what do you have to say to your people that are there for you?
No, just thank you and continue supporting me. It's my journey to becoming a world champion. It's becoming great. This is just a part of the journey. I'm gonna do many more great things, and I might go through some hiccups on the way, but I'm gonna make sure that all my goals are achieved. And again, I'm gonna keep working hard to become world champ.
Awesome. So you were wearing the Nightmare on Elm Street uniform, and it was a nightmare for a minute.
It was crazy, yeah.
It was wild. It was wild, but it was amazing to watch. And
More than anything, it was a learning lesson for me. That's the first thing I told myself, and I told everybody. I told my coach, everybody that. Again, I'm my biggest critic. I've watched the fight already. I can't even count how many times, and I've just been looking at exactly the punch I got caught with, the reason I got caught, and little things like that. And I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna make sure that never happens again.
how many views does this fight have?
On all platforms, like 20, 30 million.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it went viral. It went
Crazy,
viral.
yeah.
The Ring magazine, Max
Max
Kellerman
Kellerman,
talking
yeah.
about you. So, I mean, that's
Yeah,
big.
it's like Kellerman said. It should have been stopped. They didn't want the brother. Some guy, dark guy, black guy. He said,
LaShawn
Oh,
McCoy, Shady
yeah,
they
McCoy.
Sean
wanted
McCoy,
the
yeah.
brother to
Shady McCoy.
lose. They wanted the brother to lose, and Kellerman told them, "Hey, you don't want to lose. Don't get hit. Don't get
Don't
knocked
get
out."
knocked out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you.
That's
I mean,
that's
you-
the one thing that I was saying. Like if I was from the people that say, oh, he was gone, his legs were gone, he was hurt, like it should have been stopped. If I was so hurt, then how come the dude didn't stop me?
Yeah.
He caught me with a good punch, and I've said it on Instagram lives, on podcasts. I've said it before already. I give props to him. He caught me with a crazy punch, a perfect punch, right in the jaw, and I can't say like he didn't do anything because he caught me perfect. But if I was so hurt, then how come every time I was getting up easily, my legs were under me the whole time. I watched the fight so many times. I watched it in slow motion. My legs were under me the whole time, and he just caught me with that punch. Every other punch that he was throwing, he was missing a lot. I mean, I was smart enough to hold, but again, I wasn't hurt. I wasn't that hurt. I don't think so, and you can kind of see in the fight, I really wasn't that hurt. But again, he did catch me with a really good punch.
Bro,
Props to him.
Watch the Robesi Ramirez and Espinosa fight.
That was a crazy fight.
That was a crazy fight. Espinosa got caught.
Yeah, he got dropped.
He got up. Then he fell over the ropes.
Yeah.
He got up. He continued to fight. They let him continue to fight. And he won the fight. Made history.
And now he's a world champion. Yeah.
Now he's a world champion. He had that backlash too. Oh, they should have stopped the fight. They should have stopped the fight. They should have stopped the fight. But they didn't.
It's boxing.
Because the referee looked at the guy, said he can continue. And this got up and fell again, bro. I mean, I don't it's just what it is, and
Oh, coulda, shoulda, woulda. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
getting in a fight
exactly.
with a lot of people, and
it's a part of it.
They say that. I mean,
No,
like
you-
coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it didn't happen. So
Exactly,
this
yeah.
is
So the only thing
real,
is to
this
do is just-
reality. Like, shut the fuck up.
no, just
Straight up, that's what I tell them. And
just
I've been losing friends, and I don't care because
just on to the next, dog.
Yeah.
That's it.
why hate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be happy, and for us Mexicanos, like, let's stick together. I don't understand how people could hate Canelo. Like, this dude
Yeah,
brings
oh,
the
bro.
culture there. He's all about Mexico. He's all
Bro.
about Mexicans.
It's crazy because Canelo's biggest haters are other Mexicans.
It's other
Yeah.
Mexicans. It's our own
crazy.
people, guys, and that's what I don't understand. Like, let's get behind each other. I mean, it's so easy to hate.
Pero te voy a
but
decir una cosa. I'm gonna tell you one
let's
thing.
hear it.
On the comments. His comments, they're mixed up. There's some, they should have stopped it. There's some, hey, that guy has balls, and that guy's a real Aztec warrior. There's different. There's one that stuck to me about a guy said, the more I see this fight, the smarter Sebastian looks on what he did to recover. There's some that said, oh, they should have stopped the fight. There's some say that if they helped Sebastian out, the other guy was helped out too. He was on the ropes already gone, and they let him fight.
Yeah.
He gave him the benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt. too.
Yeah.
So,
He gave both of
you know
y'all
what I
the
mean?
benefit of the
But
doubt.
the guy, why doesn't he look at that? The second knockout, Sebastian knocked him. The guy was like that on the ropes. Looked like he was having a seizure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he was confused. He even looked at his corner like, what do I do?
Yeah.
And so that's when I saw,
I
okay.
mean, we're not talking about that, bro. Hey, on to the next.
Again,
There's
it's
a lot of
it's
things that
boxing.
coulda gone.
It's
Yeah,
boxing.
that's boxing.
Yeah, it's
That's
boxing.
the type of stuff that you have to go
And
through.
we've been on that opposite end of the rope when Ramses fought Omar, and he was smiling because he knew he lost, and he came down, and I even had a word with him, and he told me it's boxing, like it's boxing.
Yeah.
So I mean, so I've been on both sides of it. I mean, I consider y'all family, so y'all are like my little bros, my little nephews.
Yeah, bro.
So to me, that's really like I get.
Yeah.
I'm very very invested emotionally. So you took me through a damn roller coaster and you scared the fuck out of me,
Yeah,
man.
scare the fuck out of everybody.
But I'm glad you got the win. You had no scrape, no bruises, no
No.
nothing.
But it was the first round. Everything happened so quickly. Again, he caught me with that punch. I would say honestly, he caught me the whole fight. He probably caught me with like 3 punches. Just again, one punch can change the whole fight, and it did.
It's a puncher's chance, is
Yeah.
what they say.
But if that wouldn't have happened, it wouldn't have made the noise it
There
made.
wouldn't have been 20 million views.
Yeah. So
Nah.
things happen for a reason, man.
I'm looking at it as a test from God, and that's how I'm looking at it. It's just something that he's making me go through, so that it makes me to a better, stronger fighter later on. The world title fights, the harder fights. So that's how I'm looking at it, and I'm learning from it.
Now, where does this one rank throughout your career?
I won.
And yeah, easily, right? Hands
Yeah.
down.
I mean, I honestly, out of all my fights, I've dominated most of my fights. I mean, I have 8 knockouts out of my 10 fights, and yeah, I mean, all the other fights were just me dominating the whole time, and this is the only time where I actually looked vulnerable. But again, it's a learning lesson.
Most people learn after their loss, but you learn and you still won.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah. Again, yeah. It's I'm looking at it though. Of course, I look at it as a win, but I'm also looking at it like kind of like it was a loss. Like I'm still pissed off at myself. I'm still, a little emotional when
You
it
got
comes to it.
tested, definitely got tested.
Yeah, and not just tested physically, but tested, with all the
Mentally.
comments, with everything like that, emotionally, mentally. I'm telling you, it's a test from God, and it's all gonna make me to a stronger fighter. It's motivating me, honestly.
Yeah.
It's motivating me. I'm scared for whoever I'm gonna fight next, because all that emotion is gonna go out to whoever I fight next.
Yeah, but you got to do
you
that.
really
but
saw that energy.
You got to chill too.
No, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you gotta do it.
It's gonna expand through
Compose.
all the rounds.
No, bro, it's because Sebastian, what he has is one thing that Bob Santos saw when Sebastian, as an amateur, as a kid, when he would spar, he would see that they would hit Sebastian, and he would fucking come back harder. And he told me, I love that anger he has inside of him.
And Bob Santos is my trainer.
Yeah, Bob Santos.
Bob
is
Santos,
his trainer, yeah.
2022
22 trainer of the year ring
Trainer
magazine.
of the Year Ring Magazine.
Yeah, and that right there can be your enemy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all he needs to do is control it. Because that's what happened. The guy kind of caught him with a little combination, and Sebastian came in fucking. He
Yeah.
came in mad.
You wanted
I
to
wanted to
boom,
get
he's
him
like,
back. I wanted to get him back that moment.
Yeah, that
And
moment.
messed me up.
That's what he has. He has that thing. All you gotta do is just control it, and then, ahí está. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but I've seen him train since he was little. I've been with you for about 10 years, and you've always been the bully at the gym. And even when they take you to other places,
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to make sure that you heard them and that you let them know who you are.
Yeah, I want to make sure that they know who I am, and they know that I'm not here just to, just to be there.
And now everybody talks about like I'm a real G and I'm real and this and that, but then when shit hits a fan,
Yeah.
that's when like are you real or not? That's when you really find out. When it's time to do real shit,
Yeah.
that's when it comes down to are you really real or not? And you have to prove yourself. And obviously, that was like a G check for you, and you passed with flying colors.
Oh,
did
yeah.
you know you had that inside you?
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I knew I've always had. I knew that all of us, me, my brother, my oldest brother, my sister, we all have that just when it's time to get real, when it's time to, get dirty, not even dirty, but just when it's time to get real. It's like we're nice, we're respectful. I'm respectful to everybody. I'm nice to everybody, but when we're in the ring, it's different. Whoever I'm sparring, whoever I'm fighting, and then especially in that moment, that's something that I already knew I had in me. That dog, it's just nobody else knows until the moment comes, and unfortunately that moment came, and I had to show out.
And I spoke to Bob, and he said that he had put that in your training where if you do get clipped, you hug them, you hold them.
Yeah.
As part of your training. Talk to me about your training, because you contributed your win towards your cardio.
Yeah. These last 2 camps, because we had back-to-back camps, me and my brother, and Yeah, we were working a lot on that. We were working a lot on the holding, of course, it's something we got to prepare for. Not even just me, but all the fighters that Bob has, we're preparing for that, just in case it does come that eventually, and it did come, and honestly, right after the fight, I remember just telling my brother and telling Bob, man, all that preparing just in case we do get dropped, it helped a lot. 'Cause that was my first instinct. I heard Bob say hold, and my first instinct was to do exactly how we trained, and it was crazy, and it helped. It helped, and we're gonna continue to work on that.
Bob's very vocal.
Yeah.
Talk to me about his style of training.
More than anything, Bob, he doesn't overcoach. He doesn't try to change our style. Me and my brother, we have two different styles. We fight differently. Of course, we're brothers. We're both trained by my dad, but we still have different styles. We're two different people. And with Bob, he's just a very hands-on, very tough coach. Very vocal, like you said, very vocal. He says everything and anything that goes through his mind. But that's what we need. We need somebody hard. We need somebody that's gonna push us through training so that fight is easy. And that's exactly why I was able to do what I did, because I was mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared. It's crazy.
Anything you want to talk to your fans? If you want to look in the camera, give them some advice or some tips or whatever you want to say.
I mean, just whatever you're doing, just stay consistent, stay disciplined. On anything, it doesn't have to be boxing, it doesn't have to be sports, anything. Just stay consistent, and again, just make sure to be following our journey. Me and Omar, we're gonna be ready for anything.
Awesome. And with that, we're gonna head on over to El Relámpago. Shout out to you. Crazy fight round. Really, it was around 3 minutes or 3.5.
Yeah.
Whatever they say that they held on. Obviously, you put on a clinic.
Yeah.
To me, that was a masterpiece. What you did. You were a surgeon in there. He would throw 4 or 5 punches and he wouldn't hit you, and then you just come back and counter. Talk to me about your game plan.
My game plan was because a lot of the fights that I saw him fighting, he was the aggressor. But this fight, I guess he felt those body punches early on, so he started to just try to survive, basically. But everything we work on in the gym, I get a lot of styles out there in Las Vegas when we do our training camps. I just adapted, man. I just adapted. He was holding a lot, like you said in the beginning, and I was trying my best to get the stoppage, but it is what it is. And onto bigger and better things. Yeah, but it was a good fight, good experience, and I'm looking forward to my next fight.
What did your corner tell you after the fight?
No, Bob was happy. He was really happy with my performance. My manager Luis de Cubas as well. Everybody was happy, man. It was they gave me an A+. I gave myself a B-, but like my brother said, like we're our biggest
You're
critic.
your hardest
so,
critic. Why did you give yourself a B-?
Just the little things that I could have done better. Maybe my combinations could have been more explosive. There were times where he was hurt. I could have capitalized on that.
More punishment.
Yeah, just more punishment. Just being more vicious in there.
Because I've seen your attitude. I've been with you since your 3rd fight, and I've seen your attitude, your demeanor. Everything has changed. What caused that change?
Being out there, man. Being out there with Bob, he brings out the prize fighter inside of you. And to be a prize fighter, it means not just being a world champion. It means being the type of fighter that is looking for the best type of fights, with a killer mentality, with what we have to be in order to be the best. And that's exactly what we're looking forward to being. Not just world champions, but multiple divisions, Hagler Hearns type of fights. We're looking forward to, making an impact in the boxing world.
You outclassed that guy clearly. What was going through your mind, Rudy?
Oh man, I was. Well, I had
been drained.
Yeah, well, I had to block Sebastian out, right?
Yeah.
But I saw him, and the first thing that I do, man, and sometimes they get mad at me, is I make sure I try to see if they're okay. I talk to him and I look at him in his eyes and see He's okay. He's like, I told him, where'd you get caught? I didn't see where you get caught. In the jaw. I was like, he's fine. After that, I focused on Omar. And, I mean, this guy was a very good fight for him. If you look at, I mean, they're so similar. They're in their careers. Even in their Instagram, they have the same amount of followers. It's like
The Mexican versus the Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
That's what it came down. They're both named Omar too.
Yeah, the battle of the Omar.
People are yelling, Omar, oh, go Omar. I'm like,
I was getting confused.
which one?
I was getting confused.
No, pero the guy had just came out of a good win.
The win of his career.
Yeah.
The win of his career against John Bauza. John Bauza was a guy that we used to see in the amateurs. He was always like national champion. He was, he was one of those top tier amateur fighters, and he was very flamboyant. And then I remember I had heard about that fight that this kid, some kid named Omar Rosario had dropped him twice or something like that. Beat him. I think TKO stopped him, and it was a big upset in Puerto Rico. It was a big fight, and when MVP, when we agreed to do this show and at the island, I told them, hey man, they said, what kind of fight do you want for Omar? I said, I want a good fight for Omar. If it's gonna be on television, I'm not gonna be cherry picking for Omar anymore. At home we did a few, just stay busy fights so we can get this fights going. And he said, well, I have a kid just came off a win against John Bauza at 140. He has the same record as Omar. Well, he's 14-2. Puerto Rican, we can we can work it as Mexico versus Puerto Rico on the show, and if you accept the fight, we'll do it a co-main event. I was like, all right, let's do it. Before even seeing what he was, I was like, bro, if this guy's not in the top 10 in the world, Omar can beat him. Top 5 in the world, Omar can beat him. You know what I mean? Omar's already faced big names, and he's never been hurt. So it was I couldn't say no. He was gonna be a co-main event on MVP on the DAZN against a guy with almost his record, less knockouts than him. So I was like, hey, let's do it, man. This is a good fight for him. And then I saw his fight. Then his record doesn't justify him. The guy, he was slick. His 4 or 5 knockouts that he had, he was hurting people to the body, and good fighters, and very similar to Omar's career. And I saw he was an aggressor. He was gonna take it to Omar. So I told him, hey, this kid's gonna take it to you, dog. It's gonna be it's gonna be a fight. He's like, I got it. So when the bell rang, I saw Omar different when he got back from Vegas, because I wasn't out there in camp with him at all. There's been 2 camps that I'm not over there at all. I just call them once a week. Hey, how's everything going, man? How's training? I don't even see them sparring, or I just hear
3 camps.
Yeah,
3
camps.
Yeah, 3 camps.
I used to go to the camps, and I used to be the one feeding them, but I got the promotion company down here that I got to run.
Too busy.
And too busy over here, the gym. So, but when I saw Omar, I saw him different. And once I saw the fight, man, he's doing good. It's a masterpiece, man. He's always been a beautiful boxer, and you can tell with the commentators. I mean, it's just, like he says, there's little things that you got to capitalize on. But at this point, at this level, it's very hard to knock somebody out, man. The fighters are so good
at a high level. Yeah.
At a high level that it's hard, man. You know what I mean? It's when you do your knockouts, you do them early in your career. When you're going up, when you're facing the guys you're supposed to knock out. Yeah, when you become like Virgil Ortiz, which I think Sebastian's getting there. That guy's still knocking dudes out at that level. You know what I mean?
Elite level.
At elite level.
Yeah.
And some people, it fight different, but for Omar's fight, man, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. What can I say? I can watch that fight 10 times a day.
Now he said that you were the aggressor on this one.
Yeah, he was the aggressor.
What round did you feel him like slowing down or feeling defeated, or a difference in his fighting?
I started paying attention to his breathing. Like the second, third round, he started breathing a little heavy. He didn't like the body shots, so
Taking deep breaths.
yeah, he was taking deep breaths and starting to feel them. So it was from there. I just kept touching the body, and as the rounds went on, he was just starting to hit harder, less. I don't know how to explain it. Like he just started
You just
slowing
feel
down.
it, yeah.
He just started slowing down as the rounds.
Because
went by.
Omar's output. I mean, what was your output in the rounds? How many?
We got
Oh
45%.
yeah. Bob had
Yeah.
said it. I forgot what it was, but it was crazy.
45%, and that's super high. I think the average is around 31%.
Yeah.
So for you to be 45 just shows, and you only got hit about 18%.
Yeah.
So that was way under what the average was, and you were way above when you came to your offense. So complete domination.
Yeah.
What would you take from that fight?
No, just every fight I'm growing, I'm getting more comfortable in there. I'm able to, show really what I'm made of. I still feel like the world hasn't seen like everything that I can do, and every camp, every sparring, man, every fight, we're just getting more and more comfortable in there. So it's exciting to see my growth in the ring. With the small gloves, it's different. So I'm just getting more comfortable, and it's exciting. I'm excited to fight again, bro. I'm starting to love it all over again.
I mean, you had a great fight, but after the fight, you had a great message. I want you to look into the camera and say that message again, because it was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, every time I step in the ring, I represent the special needs community, and I did a little bit of ASL, American Sign Language, to give this message out to everybody. I'm a man of faith, so God is always with me in every fight, every training camp. And what I said was, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and God will heal you. Jesus loves you. In Jesus' name, amen. And it was a perfect opportunity. It was DAZN. It was a global platform. And I wasn't just speaking to my Down by the Border family. I was speaking to the special needs community all around the world, because I fight for them. We represent them. And it's just doing my part, man, doing God's work.
Yeah, and I also saw while you were walking out, you brought out the amateur kids out there too.
Yeah.
Shadow boxing.
Absolutely, yeah.
They're never gonna stop.
The next-
They were going for a long time.
They got tired, no?
I got tired just watching them.
They were going for a while. I was wondering when I was seeing the walkout. I was like, damn, these guys are tough.
One of them almost hit me with this shit. Watch out.
Yeah, man. It was a crazy night, man. It
was full of drama, full of emotion.
I usually celebrate. I party after these shows and stuff, but on this one, bro, I went home, dog. I was tired, man. I was mentally drained.
The whole weekend was crazy for them. They had to.
The whole
They
week.
had to work.
But it was a good show. The views were crazy. The zone is super happy with us, especially because of his fight. It gave a big views. Omar has always had. They showed me he's always had very good views on his fights. I mean, a million people watch him fight whenever he fights. So, I mean, I was the first one to bring the zone to the Valley. Nobody else has ever done it, so that's something nobody can take from
And
me.
for the viewers out there, talk to them about what DAZN is.
The zone is the biggest platform, the biggest
Streaming platform.
boxing global network. It's a global network. It's the biggest. The Canelo fights on there. Everybody fights on there. I mean, Golden Boy, everybody, and
They do other things other than.
oh yeah,
boxing,
it's
right?
sports, but
They do
We
sports.
have a
but it's the
segment just for boxing,
Oh, okay.
and that's with Matchroom.
yeah,
Eddie Hearn.
Yeah.
Canelo had fought there for a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of the elite boxers.
even
go
with
there.
even
Boots.
with Ring Magazine, they just
Yeah.
they just don't
They-
deserve.
Yeah.
Ring
Yeah,
Light
so-
Circus with DAZN.
So it was special. It was something a big accomplishment for me to do. To be able to get that connection and bring it down to the Valley and fly them down here. With all these executives and COOs and CEOs and from big old companies, multi-million-dollar companies, and Jake Paul's people and me and my wife sit down with them and have a meeting, and me persuade them to do a show in the Valley, and all I had to do was be me, just be the way I am.
You're a promoter at heart.
Yeah,
And now I want to salute you for your promotion, because Reggie and Rocky put on a show too.
yeah. I put two kids.
And they're both undefeated. There were two undefeated boxers, one from Harlingen, one from McAllen, but they put on a show. They had 4 rounds and they didn't waste no second. They threw punches.
Yeah.
Crazy punches, over 100 something. Rocky did. Rocky fought a phone booth fight, and it favored him because he's a shorter fighter. But Reggie's still 18 years old. He's got a lot to learn.
They're both
He'll be
18.
back. Oh, yeah, both of them. But I mean, he
Yeah.
took the loss. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, with that loss, he still has a lot of time to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
better, and he
Still
will
young.
come back better, stronger. And we talked about the learning. You don't lose, you learn. So obviously, he's down, but he'll get back up, and he'll be back on your way. You'll be back on your way, Reggie. We believe in you.
Yeah.
That was a
What
good
else you got to say, Rudy? Talk your shit.
Nothing, bro. Just
one.
it was crazy. I mean, they're calling Omar out in the Valley, so that's interesting. Other promotion companies trying to call us out. Trying to make a fight between Omar and
Bro, I wish somebody would call me out.
yeah, right.
I'll call you out.
Somebody in the Valley, but there's nobody here in the Valley that would call me out.
Yeah, they call.
I've
They
been
don't
waiting.
want none.
I've been waiting, bro.
Some other promotion company here in the Valley's calling out Omar, calling us out. They want to do a show with one of their fighters. I mean, what do we get out of it? Yeah, it's good for the Valley, but I mean,
It's because they
mean-
want to know who's the best in the Valley, but I see y'all
But
at a world level.
but
It's
at the
totally different.
at the moment, with this win, my brother's at he's on to bigger and better things. Now
He's at
he's
one or
on-
2 fights from a title.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. Right now,
Yeah,
right now
that'd be
he's
something-
on the way to fighting for an eliminator or something. So what? To me, there's no reason to, go down a level and go fight somebody here from the Valley.
Yeah.
And it's nothing
Nothing
against
against them.
Valley fighters, but it's just, bro, we work too hard to
yeah, bro. I
do
mean,
that.
I mean,
wasting my,
right now,
my
right-
prayer, bro.
right now Omar's fighting, for good money. He's not fighting for rally money. You know what I mean?
And it's not even about the money. It's
Yeah, it's
just
not even about the money, dog. It's just, bro.
the hard work
just,
and stuff that we put in, bro. It's
just
there's no reason to go back down. And again, it's nothing against the fighters here or nothing. I'm not at the thing is I'm not even at the level my brother is. He's had way harder fights. I'm still a tier 2 below him. I'm still going up. So it's just, again, my brother's on to bigger and better things, and that's what we're working for. And he's definitely around 2-3 fights away from a world title. And that's what he's working for, and there's no reason to fight here anymore, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know.
yeah.
Anything
know,
you want
man.
to say? You want to talk to your people?
Yeah, no, he basically answered it for me. I don't know about the call outs, man. I'm not focused on that. I'm just focused on my next step, going back with Bob. My next fight, getting my world title. The call outs and all this stuff. I mean, it's been happening. So like when I hear about it, it's just like, oh, it's good for them, man. But I'm focused on my next, opposition, my next step in life, and that's becoming a world champion. And then getting those big fights, man, like the big fights in boxing,
Who
whoever
would you
it
like
is,
to fight?
man, all of them.
There you go. That's
Pitbull,
good.
Rolly. I saw Lamont Roach just went to 140 for this Pitbull fight.
That's
Maybe that's a
crazy.
potential fight. Ryan Garcia, Tank, man. Like I'm
you sparred
focused
against.
on.
You sparred against. Tank.
Yeah. It was a good spar. People forget that he's a good boxer, man. He's really, really good boxer. We went out to Las Vegas for a training camp, and it was the time that he was training to fight Leo Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz, yeah.
So the Mayweather gym called us out to obviously help him. We got some good rounds in. He's a really good guy, real humble. But we got some work and it was good, bro. It was really good. Definitely a learning experience. But I held my own too. It wasn't nothing like I got beat up. But there at the Mayweather gym, you gotta be ready, because then They'll
Yo,
want to kick your ass, man.
Omar fought the dog. He did the doghouse.
Yeah,
Everybody was around. Da, 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 da. Everybody, bro.
I was there.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah, he was
Yeah,
there.
you were there.
Yeah.
And even
That's true,
Floyd
man.
Mayweather called them to the side, and
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
funny
That's
because
true.
whenever Mayweather's gym, it's very tiny, but you walk in, and as soon as you walk in, he's got like 2 rows of chairs for the audience, and he's on the other side of the ring, and then he's got 2 big old dinosaurs. He has his bodyguards
Bodyguard.
protecting them.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't go as a fanboy. You have to be there, and
You can't
you're
take
there
pictures,
for work
yeah.
pictures. He's big on pictures. I don't know how many times he's flipped me out trying to take a picture of
For
him.
real?
Yeah, Mayweather flipped me out a
Yeah.
couple of times. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. He laughs. It's fun. But yeah, I was there, and he even gave you your flowers.
Yeah.
He gave you like 2 or 3 tips on what to do.
Mhm.
But you were a bad dude. He goes, that motherfucker's a bad dude. He's on his way. He's on his way. Bring me that guy over here.
Yeah.
And he brought him over there. And even one thing that you said about Tank was that you kind of waited till the later rounds. Maybe his power would go down. But you said round 1 through round 12, he hit the same.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that dude definitely has pop, and we'll be rooting for. I'm rooting for Tank
Yeah.
against the
Yeah,
Jake
Jake
Paul.
Paul.
I'm rooting for Tank. I've seen him against big dudes because when y'all left, I stayed still, and he was fighting a 190 pounder, and he was holding his own against them. Now, I don't think he'll be at 130. I think he's gonna walk in about 150.
No, I think the weight limit's like 190.
Yeah, but he's not gonna.
No, he's not gonna go
make
at 190. But
190.
hey, supposedly he walks around heavy. I've seen like pictures of him on the scale. He's probably gonna go in like 170. I
He
think
gets
so.
thick, man.
He gets
Well, he's
really
a big
big.
boy, but
I mean, he's gonna be in shape, but he's gonna be big. He's gonna be like 170. I think people are gonna underestimate how big he's gonna get in there.
okay, call it right now. Who's winning this fight, Jake or Tank?
Man, it's a lot of weight.
Chacalosa.
It's kind of dumb though. It's kind of dumb thinking about it. It's kind of weird.
It's a dumb, everything
It's
about it.
It's a
doesn't
gimmick
make sense.
fight, kind of.
It doesn't make. That's why it's an exhibition. But who do you have winning the exhibition?
I think the weight's. I don't think he's gonna go to knockout. I think maybe it's dumb to say, but I think Jake the weight is too much. It's like 50 pounds, 60 pounds.
Oh, we've seen this before. We've seen his brother fight Mayweather.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying. So
Mayweather carried him. So
maybe, but of course I'm gonna go with the boxer. Tank. We got Tank.
who you got, Omar?
I got Tank outboxing him. It is a lot of weight though.
It's a lot of weight. It's not gonna be a knockout. I don't think
It's
so.
not gonna be a knockout.
Nah.
But if Jake
12
catches him, I mean,
Is it 12-ounce gloves?
I think it's 12 ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, they said 12 ounds.
But that's still a lot of weight.
Yeah,
like
it's a lot of
Jake's
And
heavy.
Jake supposedly
Yeah.
Jake can pop. That's what I've heard. Even Bob he trained Jake for a little bit, and he said, man, that guy got power. Like, you can say what you want about him, that he's not a real boxer, but he has power. He's knocked out some crazy people supposedly in sparrings.
I just see Tank setting up traps and making them pay.
I do too, but I feel like we'll see how Tank's power carries. 'Cause maybe he does carry to that level. Maybe he really does have that kind of power.
Everybody talked about Bud Crawford, how he was gonna have to gain weight, and he's gonna slow down, and he was gonna get that pop. But obviously, that was cap.
But Bud had a lot of time. He said Bud in the 24/7. He said he was training the All Access. He said he was training for like I think since February last year for the Tank, or not last year, but basically this year February for the Canelo fight. That ever since it was a rumor, he started already training. Once they started talking about it, he started already gaining the weight, gaining the muscle. So he prepared for like 6-7 months to actually do all that stuff.
All right. Well, last question here, guys. In any scenario, who would be your like ideal fight? It could be somebody like that's already old, but just like a gimmick, not a gimmick fight, but like a hypothetical fight. Who would you love to fight? Your dream fight.
A dream fight, yeah.
What would your dream fight be?
Probably be somebody like Floyd, or man, that'd be a frustrating fight though. Or Roy Jones Jr. maybe.
Both of them.
Those are the ones that those are the fighters that I looked up to when I was a kid, and I still do. I look up to Floyd because of his boxing IQ, and Roy Jones Jr. because of his athleticism. But I mean, they'd be tough fights. That's the whole reason why I look up to them though.
That's
Probably those
awesome.
two.
How about you, Omar?
After seeing, because I love Pacquiao, man. After seeing him fight Mario, I would love to fight him. But the young Pacquiao, when he was in
the
his prime,
yeah.
stopping
was
everybody,
scary.
that's
That was scary.
Yeah.
That guy got
Yeah.
angles.
I was scared.
He has angles, and have you seen his calves?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like as big as your head.
They're big.
big as
Not
your head.
in my head. But probably like my calves, but he's like half the size of me anyway.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he has
But
crazy.
He's got
calves.
crazy
Well,
calves.
that's
and
why he
he's
moves like that.
moving, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all movement.
He's explosive.
Okay, Rudy, you want to say anything?
Nothing, man. Just thank you to all our followers. Thank you to all our supporters. Thank you, bro, for always believing in us and being very loyal to us, man. We love you, dog. Your family, no matter what. Bro, you stay with us in our rooms, and you know, man, your family, dog. Thank you to Studio X, beautiful ladies over there. Thank you very much. Compadre,
Beautiful man.
beautiful man. No, gracias a todos, all the followers, all the neighbors, all the haters. Thank you. That's it.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. It's a wrap for Hot Take with Mr. H. We'll be here doing more. Stay tuned for this one. It's gonna be a fun one, guys. Thank you so much for watching.